everyone, Derek Giddings from the HK shooting team. And we're on the range today, and I want to show you one of the best and most inexpensive training tools that you can possibly add to your collection to train with your HK SP5 or your HK MR556. You may have already figured it out, but it's the HK 416 22 long rifle. So while there's no substitute for training and practicing with your actual SP5 or MR556, this is a very inexpensive way to get a blaster out to the range and run some 22 ammo through it very inexpensively and work on some drills, especially running a red dot sight. So I'm going to get this thing set up here in just a second, and I'm going to take you through some things you can do to use this to train with your SP5 or MR556. Stand by. 416-22 is all zeroed and ready to do some practice here. So before we get started with that, let's just talk about how it is set up and what's a good way to set it up for practice. First off, these iron sights that come on your new 416 are what I would call, backup iron sights. I mean, they're just that. They're not great, but they're good for what they're good for. They flip up. I've zeroed them. They were easy to zero. I just had to move them a bit to the left. In fact, if you'll notice, this rear sight, I've had to get it where it needed to be. I had to move it a pretty good way over there to the left to get it, perfectly zeroed. The front sight was perfect for 25 yards. I didn't need to move it up or down, but the backup irons were zeroed for 25 yards. I've also zeroed this inexpensive Hollow Sun red dot, 25 yards. I've got it mounted on the LaRue 416, the 416 height mount, because that's kind of what I'm used to height-wise on my MP5s and also for my MRs. So, my practice setup here is, very comfortable to what I'm shooting competition, and that's what I encourage you to do as well. So it's set up for 25 yard zero. Red dot height, similar to what I'm used to shooting with my real guns. And let's go run some practice here and show you what you can do with this inexpensive training tool. Okay, so we're at 10 yards with the 416-22. The target is set up right in front of me here, and you want to do a build drill to practice. Always have a timer because you want the stress of a timer, and at 10 yards, when the beep goes off, you want to come up and you want to shoot 6 rounds in the A zone on this USPSA target I'm going to shoot. 6 rounds in the A zone as quick as you can see the dot, okay, and shoot consistently. So let me show you what that'll look like. It's set up for a delay on the buzzer, and here we go. Okay, all A's. All right, build drill one more time. 6 rounds, all in the A zone, 10 yards, as fast as you can. And of course, this practice trigger is not as quick as my MP5 or my / SP5 MR556. So we'll see if we can speed it up here a little bit. All right, getting used to that trigger. All right, now let's work on some transitions. At 10 yards, I've got 3 targets set up. Left, middle, and right. So you can do these as single tap, double tap. I mean, you can dream up all kinds of things, headshots, do whatever you want. But I'm gonna do some singles. And the gist of it would be, it's good to work the shots right to left, left to right, maybe center, left, right, maybe center, left, center, right. You can mix all kinds of things up. But what you wanna do is move that dot around and break A's, okay? You want A's, and you want to move those transitions and speed them up. And again, you can use the timer. We'll do it without a timer for a second, but you want the timer to measure your progress. So it looks something like this. You can start port arms, low ready, however you want to do it, and it'll look like this. Now we'll go left to right. Now we'll go right to left. All right, let's go see how we did. All alphas, so that's what you want. And then you can work with the timer to speed it up and speed it up and speed it up and get better and better. All right, one of the best drills for your 416-22 is practicing your movement, because you can go through a ton of ammo working on movement drills, and this is where you want to start practicing moving left to right, right to left, shooting on the move. And this is where you want to practice seeing that dot and breaking those shots as they're coming across your target.
and you want to give yourself permission to miss. You want to move that dot, and you want to try to speed up your times to transition between plates. So using some plate racks here at 15 yards, I can be moving all over the place in a safe area, 15 to 25 yards. And again, left to right, right to left movement is key. Again, you want your feet always going in the direction that you're wanting to go, unless you're moving back right to left. Then, of course, your heels are pointed. What you don't want to do is be trying to move like this with your feet facing downrange. So you want your feet going in the direction that you're wanting to go, and then that's when you shoot on the move. So it looks something like this. Here we go. Again, give yourself permission to miss. You can go through a lot of ammo moving here, and you're going to have misses. You don't want to be shooting slow enough to get all your hits, okay? Looks like this. All right, that's all there is to it. Anyway, moving backwards and forwards, so on the move. And you want to be able to transition between those plates, moving and moving that dot. Okay, so it looks something like this. All right, so another great thing to do on your plate rack bay is just work on from 12 to 15 yards, safe distance, shooting that plate rack right to left, left to right, and using the timer to work on increasing your speed and moving that dot faster and getting your hits. So it looks something like this. All right, 219. Put that one plate back up. That was right to left. Now we'll go left to right. .216. So what you want to do is just kind of work on left to right, right to left. Which is faster? Push your time. Give yourself permission to miss. That's how you're going to get better. And really work on not focusing on that dot, but looking at your target and moving that dot. And as the dot comes across your target, break the shot. As the dot comes across, break the shot. Okay? That's what you want to work on.
Some requests for it. Caught some flack in the last 22 video. People said, how could you do a 22 video without showing the 416-22 suppressed? So let's go put a couple rounds here to end the day suppressed with the 416-22 training ultimate tool. Let's go.
We're going to wrap it up here with the 416-22 suppressed. Again, I can't say enough good things about the 416-22 for training. And again, I've mentioned this before and talked about it with several people. This gun for a 22 eats everything ammo-wise. So you can take it to the range and not have to worry about it functioning with even the most garbage of 22 ammo. It's also fully warranted and serviced by HK USA out of Columbus, Georgia. So in the event you ever need any work done on it, it's just a quick little trip down to Columbus, Georgia for your 416-22, and anything can happen. It will be fixed up and ready to go for you by the best folks in the business. All right, some 22 suppressed. Here we go. We'll shoot the dirt so you can hear it. Super duper quiet. No malfunctions, suppressed, unsuppressed, ultimate reliability, great training tool.